I remember back in the 1940, I had just turned 11, but it was not a cause for celebration. The war was still going strong, and people everywhere tried to hide their fear, especially my parents. They tried to keep my brother and I from worrying, though it was almost impossible. Gunfire and screaming could be heard every now and then. Occasionally we heard the sirens that warned us of planes flying overhead, and I will never forget the panic that rushed through me and the flash of images of the bombed city I had seen. Terror that haunted us would return stronger every time. I remember how I used to hide my feelings and suppress my anger. I often couldn't afford to fight with family or friends. There was always the fear that you wouldn't see them again. With my family, I tried to treasure every moment, especially with my brother, since he could have been sent away any day. I didn't fight with my friends because I didn't have many, and they were also in danger of leaving. Nowadays, kids don't realize how precious their loved ones are. They fight and curse at each other without realizing how fragile their bonds really are. I remember rationing for food. Sometimes I was sent out to collect our ration of food because my mother was too busy. It wasn't easy surviving because of the food shortages. We were all tough to finish every last bit of food on our plates because we wouldn't get more. Now people take the food on their plates for granted. They think it will always be there for them, and they don't bother to think about it. I remember when going out leisurely was almost impossible. There were always soldiers on every corner, and they were always patrolling the streets. They put fear into every citizen, and the streets always held on eerie silence when they were around. The officials always watched to see if you made the slightest movement or sign that was out of line. Also, bombing and gunfire was very common. We were always afraid to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Wandering the street was no pleasure we could afford. It was always much too dangerous.